Shalom Aleichem, my dear brothers and sisters. In this video, I would like to discuss the question of why did Hashem not give the Torah to Abraham, alav hashalom. Basically, what God could have done is that given the Torah to Abraham, and Abraham would pass it on to Yitzchak, and Yitzchak would pass it on to Yaakov, aleihem shalom, and Yaakov would pass it on would pass it on further on to the descendants, to the tribes of Israel, and eventually the Jewish people would have the Torah. So why didn't God do this? Why did Hashem wait until the time of Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, alav shalom, to give him the Torah? So the question is answered by the book Me'am Lo'ez, and I think he quotes an earlier source. And the answer is like this, that if God would have revealed the Torah to Abraham, then what would happen? That this would be a private revelation, meaning that Abraham would be the only one who would hear God. Maybe a couple of several students that he had, but nothing major. So what Hashem did was that he waited until there was a whole nation that are going to receive the Torah, so that the whole nation can witness the revelation. And that's what happened. In the time of Moshe Rabbeinu, alav hashalom, Moses, a whole nation already existed, nation of Israelites, around 3 million people, and they actually witnessed how Hashem revealed the Torah to Moshe. And in fact, this is mentioned in several verses in the Torah. One of the verses is in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 12, where it says that the entire nation heard God's voice directly. So all of the people heard God speaking to Moses. Not just some miracle that happened, but actually heard God's voice when he was speaking to Moses. And this way, God, Ishtabach Shmolad, made sure that the prophecy of Moses is not doubted by anyone. And if you think about it, we are already 3,300 years later, right, roughly. And it's amazing that the prophecy of Moses is accepted by all the Abrahamic religions. You take, for example, Islam, Muslims. They believe in the prophecy of Moses. In fact, Moshe Rabbeinu, alav hashalom, is the most mentioned prophet in the Quran. That's what I heard from Muslims. And you take Christianity. I'm not sure about most mentioned prophecy, probably because Christians accept the Old Testament, which is part of our Tanakh, and so I assume Moshe is probably the most mentioned prophet in the Christian Bible as well. I could be wrong. You take the other religions, Abrahamic religions, Baha'i, they accept the prophecy of Moshe. You take the Jews, the Samaritans, all of them accept the prophecy of Moshe. In fact, if you take the majority of the world today, the majority of 6 billion people, the majority of the world accept the prophecy of Moshe. Ishtabach Shmolad. It can't get better than that. And I think that's why personally I'm happy that there are all these other Abrahamic religions. Why? Because all these Abrahamic religions, in a way, confirm our core belief, our fundamental belief that Moshe Rabbeinu was a prophet that brought down the Torah to the Israelites. And this is amazing. If you think about it, this is an amazing time that we live in, where the majority of the world is Abrahamic religions. It's composed of Abrahamic religions. If you can imagine how lonely it would be for us Jews if we were the only Abrahamic religion around. If we would still be living around people that, that child sacrifices, or that when their parents get old, they would kill the parents. This was what was happening in the ancient times before the Abrahamic religions came to be. So right now we're living around all these Abrahamic religions, and all of whom accept the prophecy of Moses. Nobody's arguing with the Jews. This is amazing. Nobody's arguing with the Jews on our fundamental belief that Moshe Rabbeinu was a prophet of God that brought down the Torah. Ishtabach Shmolad. And this is what I just wanted to share from the current Parsha of the week. Thank you for watching.